It is almost certain and correct to say that there is no Indian family which does not have at least one patient who is labeled as diabetic. According to World Health Organization, by year 2025, the lifestyle disease diabetes is going to be so rampant in India, which has got young population, that it is going to become world's number one capital for diabetes, which, as I said, is a lifestyle disease. A very commonly asked question is, can we control diabetes with diet? And if so, what should be there in our breakfast, lunch and dinner? If you have been told that you are a diabetic and you are in a very early stage, yes, dietary modification will be fine in the initial few months. This has to be under the supervision of your doctors. You should not try to play a doctor at home and then do whatever you fancy. So once you say that, yes, I'm going to have a particular dietary pattern, even if you are on medicines in future, including insulin, diet plays a very important role. Therefore, it is important that we discuss what should be breakfast, lunch and dinner for diabetics. So, if you are a diabetic and even otherwise, to prevent, make sure that you will have about 16 hours of fast in your meal. What does it mean? These days people have owl culture. They are up and eating in the nights, they are sleeping in the day. It may be okay for somebody who is working for US time in the IT sector, but otherwise youth all, they tend to have nocturnal habits. What is the correct thing to do? Finish your dinner by 7 p.m. Do not eat anything which has got calories in that till about 11 a.m. next day. So what are you doing? Without your knowledge, you are skipping breakfast. Forget what is said on the internet. 7 p.m. to 11 a.m. if you fast, it straight away becomes a 16-hour fast. And once you do that, your diabetes will definitely be under control. So first thing is when to eat. No dinner after 7 p.m. and no breakfast. Have a breakfast and lunch combined as what we call as brunch at 11 a.m. That is when to eat. Second, what to eat. Now you have to remember that the amount of calories what you take in must be lesser than the amount of calories what you spend if you are lean and you want to build up your body. On the other hand, most diabetics will be on the obese side. What should you do? You should be eating less calories than what you spend is fine for the diabetics. That means always you should be in a calorie deficit. So you try to do exercise regularly and also make sure that you have enough protein, carbohydrate and fat. Fat is not restricted. You can have just a bit of fat, not a problem. You can have some oil or ghee, not an issue. Protein has to be at least 1 gram per kilogram. So if you are weighing 70 kilograms, you should have 70 grams of protein. Carbohydrate, don't go for zero carb diets to control. Cut down on your carbohydrates, cut down on your rice, cut down on your roti. So eat carbohydrate, protein and fat, natural fruits, vegetables, and try to avoid alcohol, avoid smoking and avoid non-vegetarian food which is rich in cholesterol. If you take these dietary measures, with diet alone, you can control your sugar in the early stages, and if you are already an established diabetic, with this diet, definitely requirement of your medicines will come down. Add exercise and you will be fine, and hopefully diabetic complications will stay away from you.